Hello, wonderful Kathy here. Welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Before we get a comment, leave a like, hit subscribe button with a channel, because why not? And let's jump into the episode. The throne room is empty when I arrive. I can only hope that this is not some sort of trap. Soon after I enter, the doors squeak open and a familiar face enters the room. Sir Mithils. By the way, yes, I am feeling a little bit better thanks to keeping warm and drinking a lot of water. Sir Mithils walks towards me. When he is close enough, he drops to one knee and bows. I frown as I take a step back from him. My princess, do not be alarmed. I know of your true identity. This is not good. Catherine, run. Sir Mithil flashes me a wide smile that causes a shudder to run down my spine. You know who I am. Does that mean that you are? I took another step back as the blood drains from my face. Sir Mithil's smiles only widens at my reaction. I'll say it for you. Yes, I am a witch. If you are a witch, then Sir Alcester is a mere human. A foolish one indeed. And Varg? Nothing but my personal errand boy. A thought suddenly occurs to me. If Sir Alcester was plotting against the kingdom, then Sir Mithos also punished Fritz somehow. And what about Fritz? Was he a part of Sir Alcester's plan? Ah, the knight. To avoid confusing you, let's just say the situation surrounding him is too complicated to adequately explain. I command you to answer my question, Sir Mithos. Was Fritz a part of this? Was he? If it makes you feel any better, he refused to be a part of this. He refused? Does that mean he is not a part of the plan, or just that he was unwillingly forced to participate in them? I am certain that Sir Alcester would not be happy that his own son was disobeying him. He either forced him to help or assigned him outside of the palace. But if Fritz knew of Sir Alcester's plan, why did he not warn anyone about them? Was he working with Sir Mithos as well? More questions whirl in my head, but none of them have answers. When this is over, I will personally ask Frisk about this, once I can locate him. I shake the thoughts away and bring my attention back to Sir Mithos. Why bother with the reveal? What do you hope to gain from it? Before we start our conversation. Oh, spells! No, no spells, please. Sir Mithos waves his hand, conjuring a faint green glow that envelops the whole room. This can't be good. Just in case someone decides to eavesdrop, I don't want any of your witch friends listening in on us. Catherine, run. You should have run when you had a chance. Yes, I am aware that one of them has been snooping around the palace these past few months. Their snooping has made it more difficult to move around without exposing myself. Sir Mithil clicks his tongue in annoyance. Such a nuisance. He is referring to Delora. She and Buffet warned me before that there was a witch in the palace. Is Sir Mithil truly that witch? Maybe. I never really trusted him, not even when I was a princess. Now that he has revealed himself as a witch, I need to know what he plans on doing. You know that I was the princess this entire time, yet you never offered me any assistance. If I had, Sir Alcester would have targeted you as well. What? Alcester wanted to dispose of the royal family. If he had known you were the princess, he would have been after you too. It would have been easier if no one remembering you as the princess. Okay, that's a little bit creepy. But unfortunately, Fritz told his father about you, thinking that Alcester might be able to help and protect you, and it didn't help that Vard confirmed it. Your mother wouldn't have been happy with me if I put you in harm's way. That is why I had to pretend to not know you in order to protect you. You have a very strange way of showing it, good sir. Sir Mythos is silent for a few moments before he speaks again. Revealing myself to be a witch was necessary. I had to make myself appear useful to Alcester somehow, after all. Then, of course, I learned about. Bah! Then, of course, I learned of his foolish plans to steal the crown, and decided to thwart them, though not because I stole something from Alcester first. I played him like the fool that he was. I told him I would aid him with my magic so long as he gave me the knight's protection. Using magic is almost impossible in this place, so having the knights to back me up was crucial. The knights? What does he need the knights' protection for? What are his plans? To take over the world, dear Catherine. To take over the world. Sir Mitchell starts pacing the room, his expression still calm. I found out he planned to dispose of me after he obtained what he needed, so I disposed of him first. Alcester might have Alcester might have been able to convince most of the knights to aid him by promising them promotions, but well, my magic is far more convincing. Mythos stops in front of me, his deadpan expression transforming into a smile. Ooh, I read that too fast and I skipped it too much. For now, let us desist speaking of my plans. The minute Alcester's plans were thwarted, I knew I had to contact you directly. I am happy to see you in the palace, your highness. Although, we really need to get you out of those clothes soon. A maid's clothing does not benefit a princess like yourself. I don't know, I think she looks cute. That does not matter. My priority right now is to break my curse. Ah, of course. They truly must have been frightened to feel the need to curse you. I feel an uncomfortable tug in my heart. To think that the Lucius Bearer would actually allow a witch to curse you. Oh gosh, he knows. Sir Mythos shakes his head, disgust written on his features. When you suddenly disappeared that day, it was as if all traces of your existence had vanished. I searched for you endlessly, princess. When you first appeared here in the palace, I did not recognize you immediately, but I felt a touch of magic in you and investigated. My curiosity is what prompted me to investigate you further. When I tried hard enough, I found that I could see through the glamour that had been cast on you. That's not good. Catherine, we really need to get out of here. Hmm. So Mythos truly was the witch Parfait was referring to when she mentioned someone seeing through the glamour. Imagine my surprise when I found out that it was actually you. That fairy bearer has been nothing but a nuisance to us witches. First she betrayed your mother, and then she betrayed you before she had even met you. But mother, she was the Terran Baron bearer corrupted by darkness. Parfait only did what she had to do. Sir Mythos looks at me, clearly surprised. What lies have those people been whispering in your ear? Everything the Queen did, she did for us witches, to protect us from the wicked humans who destroyed our kind. It is clear to me where Sir Mythos' alliance lie. Sir Mythos sighs, runs a hand through his hair, and then continues speaking. On your 18th birthday, you will follow her footsteps. You will make the kingdom a place for all witches to prosper. I am nothing like her. I refuse to make people suffer to fuel the crystal. I never bore witness to the suffering the people had gone through during my mother's reign, but the stories are enough to reveal her true nature to me. It was hard to believe at first, but those people do not have any reason to lie to a servant like myself. They have nothing to gain from it. I finally understand why the hatred people had for me ran so deep, even when I did nothing to them. It was because I was the witch's daughter. Your mother wouldn't be happy to hear you say that. Let me assure you that this is not a destiny you can run from, dear princess. I can. Watch me. I will not let destiny take control of my life. A fake tiredness by releasing my young dawn. Bleh. I'm sorry for cutting you short, Sir Mythos, but please excuse me. I am getting tired. Mm. I am about to walk past Sir Mythos when he starts speaking again, his voice a low whisper. I noticed that you have gotten closer to your family you so despised before, the prince included. I narrow my eyes at him. You care about him, don't you? Well, he's my brother, so yes. Not in a romantic way, Catherine. Please don't think that way about him. He's your brother, for goodness sake. I must confess that this surprises me, Princess. Such a relationship would certainly be a scandal, even if you two are not blood related. He is still your stepbrother. I know. We're trying really hard, man. We're trying really hard. But he's our brother. Whatever will your dear father say about this? I clench my fist. He has no right to lecture me. I already know that these feelings are wrong. I know that I cannot have them. I assure you that there is nothing between the both of us. Oh, is that so? Are those lies you utter just to convince yourself? We're siblings. It would be weird. Too weird. This man is beginning to try my patience. Catherine, just leave before it goes the wrong direction. Hmm? Allow me to share a little secret with you, Princess. I am not interested. I head for the door and reach for the knob. Oh, but I think it is something you would be most curious about. I do, after all, know the consequences of the prince failing to break his curse. I also happen to know that someone special to him is getting married tomorrow. My hand freezes. This isn't good. How do you know all of this? That's getting creepy. I know all of the happenings around the palace. That is my job, princess. Now tell me, do you know the ending to the fairy tale The Little Mermaid? Disney one or this version? My blood runs cold when I remember what Emma told me about the fairy tale. Mm. If like the prince fell in love and married someone else, the little mermaid's heart would like break and she would dissolve into like sea foam. I conducted my own investigation and actually met the witch who bestowed the curse on the prince. In meeting her, I found out everything that there is to know about it. I turned to regard Mythos with a frown. Ah, it seems I have finally gotten your attention. Catherine, don't listen to him. What do you plan on doing to Rod? Mythos shrugs. To him, nothing really. I was merely curious. I wanted to know what you saw in him. What do you know about his curse? It stays true to the fairy tale, only in this case, the prince gives up his voice for a title. Still, in the same way, the girl will fall in love with someone else despite his sacrifice. You mean? On his beloved wedding day, the prince will die, and I thought you might have reached the same conclusion. Tragic, don't you think? I had thought the same, but is Rod truly going to die? So the reason Rod gave up breaking his curse was because he knew that Victoria would never love him back? He knew that he was going to die the moment Victoria married? Dread began to wash over me. Why not ask him yourself? As if orchestrated by music, double doors open and Rod steps inside. When he sees me, his expression relaxes. I have been looking all over for you. I wanted to speak with you about my discussion with Lady Parfait. Rod, my dear brother. I turn around to face Sir Mythos once again, but to my surprise, he is already gone. When did Sir Mythos leave? He's probably hiding behind one of the columns. Catherine, is something wrong? We know, Rod. Was Sir Mythos really speaking the truth? We need to confront this straightforward. Is this how you really want things to end? What are you talking about? Have you even thought about what your family will feel after they find out that you lied about your curse? We know, Rod. You are going to die when Victoria gets married to mother tomorrow, am I right? That is why you told me that there is nothing I can do to help you break your curse. Because there is really nothing you can do to help me. Victoria will never return my love. I've already accepted my fate a long time ago. Lady Parfait was the only one who insisted I find another way to break my curse. Because she refused to give up on you, and I will not give up on you either. Rod, brother, don't die on me. I already had Rumble die on me. I already had Rumble and Karma die on me. I don't want to add you to that pile of dead bodies, please. Please, brother, please. I have been aware of another way to break my curse from the beginning, but I would rather die than do what it is I need to do. Do what? Have you not read? Rod's voice trails off when he sees my confused expression. He clears his throat. Forget it. There is nothing more you can do. The reason I never told anyone the truth of my curse is because I never wanted anyone to blame themselves for not being able to help me. I was already a lost cause the moment Victoria really fell in love with someone else. I could never take that happiness away from her. Rod became silent, his gaze downcast. The vulnerable expression catches me by surprise. You should have told me about your curse a long time ago. How many times must I repeat it? Telling you about my curse wouldn't change the outcome. I could have tried to help you. Why are you so insistent on helping me? Because I care about you, brother. Brother? My face warms off when the words escape my lips. Rod also flushes. What are you saying? That I am worried about you on Emma's behalf, of course. I do not want her to think that I let you die. Rod lets out a deep sigh. Just stop talking. You are in no position to tell me what to do. Catherine, there is a hint of warning in his voice. Now you better let me help your. Oh gosh, no! Why? Why? He's your brother, Catherine. He's your brother. My words are cut off when Rod presses his lips to mine. Oh gosh. It is only a briefcase when he pulls away. His usual somberness has returned. I told you to stop talking. Well, you got her to stop talking. I can only stare back at him, baffled. Rod, do you realize that you just kissed the princess? Rod looks at Sebi, then at me. His face colors once more. Rod takes a step back, his lips pressed together. I'm sorry. Without any other warning, Rod turns abruptly and stalks out of the room. Sebi falls from his shoulder and falls to the ground, but Rod does not notice his hurry to leave. I stare after him in shock. I can't believe he just ran away. I walk to where Sebi is and kneel down to pick him up. Are you all right? I'm fine, thank you, Princess. Sebi tilts his head to the side. That Rod, I never wonder when he will start acting like a man. Suddenly kissing a girl like that is so unromantic. I think about the warmth. No, Catherine, no, no, no. Rod may not say much, but he has a lot going on in his head. Thoughts he doesn't ever want anyone to know. I don't want to speak on his behalf, but I know he really does care about you, Princess. He's just a little standoffish and has a difficult time showing his emotions. He's sensitive like that. Take it from me, I'm always in his head. I care about him too, but what will become of my feelings once I break my curse? I will return to being his stepsister when this is all over. No, this is not the time to mull such over such a. Yes, it is the time to mull over such judge. You are brothers and sisters. There's nothing else to this. I'm sorry for asking this of you, Princess, but can you return me to Rod? That boy is useless without me. The exasperation in Zoe's voice makes me smile. Severely acts like Rod's older sibling. Of course. Alright. When Rod does not open the door, I knock again. Rod's eyes widen as soon as he sees me. His face flushes a dark crimson. I am here to return Sebi. Just give and leave. Rod nods before slowly taking Sebi from my hands. Thank you. Be careful not to drop me off again next time. There is a hint of smile on Rod's face as he taps Sebi's face. Sorry. He looks so much at ease when he smiles. Rod faces me again with an unapologetic smile. I am really sorry for about it. It was my fault for talking too much. Now you should stop. Now you should stop insisting on helping me. I refuse. Rod sighs. You really are stubborn. That makes the both of us. The hovering silence becomes more pronounced as we both stop talking. You said you wanted to talk to me about something you discussed with Lady Buffet. Yes. Okay, back to the game. We're just gonna completely ignore that? Okay. Weirdos. I meant to tell you that Laura will be here tomorrow to investigate. Now that we know Alcester is not the witch, we can have to start over our investigations over. Actually, I know who the witch is. Okay? You do? It's Sir Mythos. He's the real witch. Sir Mythos? So when Sir Alcester was throwing around accusations last night, they were true? Sir Mythos is already aware that Delora has been investigating the palace. We need to warn her. Then I will send Lady Parfait a quick message. We need to keep up our guard around him too, especially you. I'm sure he already knows that you're the crown princess. I nod in response. For now, we should wait for Delora to show up tomorrow. But it's getting late. We should go and get some rest. The moment he says the words, I realize he's correct. My eyelids are heavy. You're right. I think I should take my leave. Good night, Catherine. Good night, Rod. So awkward. Moments after Rod closes the door, I hear a familiar voice whispering in my ear. Ah, I see. Oh dear. Just go, just go, just go, just go, just go. Run, Catherine, run. I jump back in the Bryce and stare at him with wide eyes. Sir Mythos is leaning casually against one of the pedestals? So that is where the princess appeared to every now and then. I have no reason to care, but now I see it. If my guess is correct, he is also in league with the Lucius Bearer. Oh, don't say anything, Catherine. When I do not answer, Sir Mythos smiles and shrugs. Well, it does not matter. I glance around us and notice the green shield from earlier. Once again, no one will hear this conversation. Now that the prince has confirmed your doubts, what will your next course of action be? Will you help him break his curse, yes? Rod may have given up on breaking his curse, but I refuse to do nothing. From the way Sir Mythos is taunting me, he must know of some other way to break the curse. Rod may not be happy with about this, but I need to use whatever means necessary to save him. Do you know how to break this curse, Sir Girl, why are you asking the wrong person? Ah, I will assume that you have not read the full fairy tales. If you do not know, yes, princess, I know. Tell me. Sir Mythos cocks an eyebrow and waves a finger at me. Do you not realize by now how witches work, Princess? I propose a deal. I will help you, but you must help me with something in return. Help you? If you are planning on betraying the king, I have no plans of taking the crown or harming any members of the royal family. Well, then what is it that you would want from me? I prefer keeping you in suspense. I do enjoy surprises. I don't trust them, Catherine. Say nay. You will find out the day after tomorrow. That's your 18th birthday. Oh, this is not good. I look at him, perplexed. Why does it have to be on my birthday? Don't worry, Your Highness. What I request from you will also make for a pleasant gift. I don't trust him. What do you say? I bit my lower lip as I consider. I am worried about Sir Mithel's request, but I no longer have time. Victoria's marriage is tomorrow, and Sir Mithel's has the upper hand. Catherine, you could. I don't know. I understand. I don't know anymore. Just do what you do, girl. Good. Now remember, dear Catherine, witches are bound to their oath. In order for the prince to regain his voice and life, something must be taken by force, just like in the fairy tale. What does he mean by that? Tell me what I must do. Oh, did I forget to mention this, but it is not you who must act, but the prince. What? If Rod could help himself, he would have already have done so. Trust me, princess, you will have my aid, and I will make sure the prince's curse is broken. I don't trust him, Catherine. I do not trust him one bit. Today is Victoria's wedding day, and also the day Rod is destined to die. Sir Mythos explained his plan briefly last night. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. He told me that he would have a valuable item delivered to Rod that he would need to use to break his curse. He further explained that it was something he'd need to use after the wedding. I tried to question him further, but he disappeared before I could say, saying that he needs something he needed to start his preparation. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. And I can't pronounce things either. I do not completely trust him, but I am running out of time and have no choice right now. The royal family has left the palace to attend Victoria's wedding. It is unusual for the king to attend another noble's wedding. But Victoria is an exception given that she is one of Rod's and Emma's best friends. Despite Sir Mithel's reassurance, I am still restless. Sir Mithel's told me that everything will be all right, that Rod would not instantly die the moment Victoria got married. But why must his involvement be reserved for a time after the wedding? Why does he not act now? Someone looks like they're in a bad mood. Delora! How you been? How's the wife and kids? Delora suddenly stands before me, smirking. Her appearance shocks me so badly I nearly drop the dishes in my hands. What impeccable timing! We've heard from the prince about Mythos. No wonder I was iffy about the man. I should have realized he was the witch. Do you know him? Yes, I do. Oh dear. Delora walks closer and places both of her hands on my shoulders. Listen to me, princess. I am warning you. Stay away from Mythos. Do you understand, young lady? I do. Sadly, I can't stay away from him. That man is a sly devil. He cannot be trusted. You don't say. I take a deep breath to still my rapid beating heart. I hope I will not regret asking for his help. Princess, I need you to promise me that you will stay away from Mythos. Yes, of course. Good. For the time being, I will resume my investigation. If I'm lucky, I'll find out what Mythos hopes to accomplish. Actually, he is not in the palace right now. He went with the royal family to attend a wedding. A wedding? Huh, how unusual. I can only assume he must be there at the wedding to help Rod. Well then, better make use of his absence while I can. I'll see you later, princess. When I am left to my own thoughts, my mind returns to the issue of Rod's curse. Sir Mythos mentioned a similarity with the fairy tale, which means I may have a chance of finding out more. I decide to go to the library when I have the time to pick up the book. I am now on my way to my quarters with the book in hand when I see Rod walking towards me from the other side. Run, girl, run! Run to your room! Don't talk to him! No interactions! No interactions, girl! Just go to your room, you know it's for the best. His eyes are fixated on the floor, so he does not notice me as I approach. Rod? Oh, you're not wearing a maid's outfit anymore. He is still alive. Does that mean Sir Mythos has succeeded? Oh, it's just you. Rod's voice is still comes from Sebi. The realization instills a deep fear inside of me. He is still cursed. How much time does he have left? To my surprise, Rod actually smiles at me. The smile is forced, however, and does not reach his eyes. He looks crestfallen. Are you alright? Brother! Brother! I'm fine. You are not fine, but okay, I know what fine looks like. Are you sure, brother? Yes, I'm sure. You're lying to me. I know you are. But I'm tired, Catherine. So, for tonight, I just want to rest. No, that's a bad idea. Good night. Without waiting for my answer, Rod begins to walk away. A strange heaviness hangs in my chest. Why do I feel like this is the last time I will see him? I don't know, girl. He's your brother. I glance down at the book in my hand, then slowly open up to the last pages of the Little Mermaid fairy tale. I start reading from the section where the mermaid sister explains how to get her fins back. Take this knife. Before the sun rises, you must plunge it into the heart of the prince, and you will be a mermaid once again. Huh. So, kill. The book falls from my hand and collapses to the floor. I stare at it, dumbfounded. Wait, this means Ron needs to kill Victoria? Well, Emma did say that the fairy tale curse is a little bit different. Maybe he has to basically say, I no longer love you? Instead of killing her? Then the item that Sir Mythos mentioned earlier. Could it be the knife? I don't know, girl. I don't know. I need to find him. I turn and start running in the direction of Rod's room in hopes that I will be able to catch Sir Mythos there. When I come to the end of the hallway, however, it is not Mythos who stands by Rod's door. Emma! Girl, we need to stop Rod! Emma is slowly walking in the direction of the throne room. Her movements seem oddly mechanical. I rush towards her. Princess Emma! What are you going? Must go to Rod. Why is she going to the throne room? Rod is back in his room. My eyes catch on something shimmering in Emma's hands. Oh, it's a knife. Oh, wow. Emma, there! Hey, girl! This is not good. Catherine, we need to do something. Panic! My heart nearly stops when I see that it is a knife. Emma, what are you? If he kills his beloved with this blade, his curse will break and he won't die. It is as if she is in a trance. Is this Sir Mythos doing? Is she under one of his spells? Emma, snap out of it, girl! Emma starts walking again, ignoring me. When I try to approach her again, thinking to steal away the knife, a shadow suddenly comes to stand between us. Oh, it's you. It's Varg. Varg looms in front of me, smirking. Where did you come from? Let me through, Varg. No can do, princess. Why don't you want to save the prince? I look at Emma, who has not even turned to glance at us. I glare at Varg, who is still standing in my way, grinning. Step aside, Varg! I need to do something about this. I can't let Rod die, or Victoria, or whoever Emma's gonna kill. Ah, feisty. You're a far more interesting princess than your stepsister. I try to sidestep, but Varg follows my motions. I try again and again, but he just thwarts my progress. He holds his hands up in the air, eyebrows raised. Tell me, what would you do if I did let you go? Would you stop him from killing the girl? Rod would never kill her. He would never do anything to harm the person he loves. He refused to do it, and he has no reason to do it now. Varg is silent for a few moments as he considers. Interesting. He steps aside and bows. Go ahead then, you. You're letting me go? Catherine, don't question him, just go! I would like to see this play end as it may, without any strings attached. Catherine, run! Run! Run like the wind! Run like the wind! When I push open the door, I find Rod kneeling down. Emma lies on the floor in front of him, unconscious. Emma! She's fine. She's just asleep. Something glints in Rod's hand. Even from a distance, I know it is the same knife Emma was holding earlier. Out of the corner of my eye, I see someone slouching against one of the pillars. Victoria! I rush to her side, then a sigh in relief when I see the gentle rise and fall of her chest. She is still alive, thank goodness. Oh, okay. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. How? How did she get here? It was Sir Mithel's plan. I remember walking back to my room after talking with you. I blinked out, and when I came to, I was already here with Victoria. I've already checked on her. She seems to be under some kind of sleeping spell. Em just came. Just Em just came. Emma just came. Emma came in just a few moments ago, passed me the knife, and then simply collapsed after begging me to kill Victoria. I think Em is under a spell as well. Rod glances down at the knife in hand, expression glassy. Em almost convinced me. She pleaded that I not leave any of them behind. It's not as if I want to die and leave my family, but he stares at the knife for a few moments, then curses as he slams his fist into the ground. I can't kill her. Why would Sir Mythos want me to do this? Guilt floods my chest, making it difficult to breathe. I was the one who asked Mythos to help Rod. He said he knew how to break his curse, but I did not realize that in order to break his curse, he needed to kill the person he loved. Are you sure physically? Not like, oh, I don't love you anymore. You sure? You sure? I relied entirely on the story Emma told me. That was my biggest mistake. I should have read the full fairy tale. I could never kill her. Such a shame. I don't like this. Sir Mythos emerges from the shadows, looking at us with disappointment. To break his curse, Prince Rod must kill his beloved with the knife his sister has brought him, just like in the fairy tale. Mythos turns to Rod. And here I thought that your sister might be able to change your mind. You were, after all, supposed to do this of your own accord. I was wrong. I shouldn't have underestimated your stubbornness. Casting a spell on you would have solved this problem entirely. Why are you doing this? Well, Sir Mythos shifts his gaze on to me. Rod follows his gaze to me and raises his eyebrows. There is no use to lying to him now. I asked Sir Mythos to help me break your curse. You what? I did it out of friendship! I didn't know that you were meant to kill Victoria. Rod shakes his head, his face marred with disappointment. Anyone who tries to help me will inevitably make things harder for me, Catherine. I wanted to help you, Rod. Even just try. I've already made up my mind. If you really want to help me, then please respect my decision. Please. Shame, and here I thought I would be witnessing a dramatic finale tonight. Sir Mythos starts to walk away. I am about to chase after him, but then I realize that there is nothing else he can do, and Rod has made his decision. I feel my heart plummet as I slowly nod at him. So, there really is no other way, are you sure? I could never break my curse like this. Victoria was my first love, and my good friend. Besides that, my love for her faded a long time ago. She's been replaced. You've been my beloved for quite some May I remind you that we're siblings, Rod. Don't go jumping the bullet. Gun. Please. It doesn't matter, does it? I will die soon. Rod, please. Bada! I feel a heavy weight on my chest, as if some force is crushing my heart. I am sorry. I promised myself that I would save your life, but I failed. I blink back the tears that are brimming in my eyes. Rod stands, then moves over to stand before me. He places a hand on my cheek. You've done nothing wrong, Catherine, so please don't blame yourself. What did I expect to happen? Even if Rod had killed Victoria today, he would have carried that burden for the rest of his life. And all because I asked the witch to make him do something he did not want to do in the first place. Rod reaches for Sebian and places him in my hands. Once the clock strikes 12, I'm going to disappear. It's a real shame that I'll be disappearing on your birthday. Oh, don't say that! It would have been nice to celebrate this one with you. Rod, no! You're gonna make me cry. Not really, just sad. So sad, and here I am chuckling my pain away. I didn't even read that. There must be another way. You cannot just go yet. I'm sorry, Catherine. I cannot even bring myself to consider what is happening. Panic engulfs my senses as I stare at Rod, who is becoming translucent. Oh, he's going. Rod, you are? If only I could be with you and everyone else, just for a bit longer. Despite the fact that his words waver, when Rod looks at me, his smile is bright and warm. My vision blurs as tears gather in my eyes. I like you, Catherine. If we had more time together, I think I would have grown to truly love. We are brother and sister. That's how we will stay, and that's how we will forever stay. Okay, please. Unless you mean a family love, then I will accept that. In the next instant, his body has dissolved into soft orbs of light. The light gathers in the air, then begins to fade. I'm so sorry. Well, another one bites the dust. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Another one bites the dust. Why do I do this to myself?